Snark Squad. Babes, it's Friday evening.
Yes, it is.
The wine is flowing, the weather mid, but the drama these queens are bringing, elite.
Oh, absolutely elite.
Babes, we need to say this. RuPaul's Drag Race, absolutely iconic. Like, if this is your first time watching, where have you been?
Seriously, where have you been? Under a rock.
Literally, this show is elite reality TV, period.
Period. Also, shout out to all the queens, kings, and everyone in between listening to the Snark side tonight. Babes, cheers to you. Raise a glass. We love you.
Okay. We need to talk about something chaotic.
Oh, God. I am bracing myself. Spill it, gorgeous.
So my mom might be one of the most unhinged people on this planet.
Wait, what did she do now?
Like, babes, she just got a second washer and dryer.
What? Why?
On the main floor.
A second one?
Yes. Because apparently one is for bed sheets and towels daily upstairs.
Wait, daily?
Daily. And the other is for curtains, throw blankets, and pillows, also daily.
Stop. Stop everything. Put your Moscato down.
I am completely serious. She is washing her living room curtains on a daily basis. Bestie, is she running like a boutique tuberculosis sanitarium out of her suburban home?
I know.
I'm losing my mind. The logistics of this alone.
Look, I'm defending her because she's my mother and she gave me life, but like analytically speaking, I am also deeply, fundamentally confused.
I mean, I would be too.
She claims it's about environmental energy and clearing the aura of the house.
Clearing the aura.
Yes. But Babes, who has the physical cardiovascular stamina to climb on a stepladder, unhook heavy drapery every single morning, drag it to a machine, wash it, dry it, iron it, and rehang it before noon.
Is this efficient or is this insane? I am spiraling.
It's completely insane.
Like Snark Squad, picture the sheer volume of water, the municipal water bill alone.
Oh, it has to be astronomical.
And the physical toll on the fabric. Those decorative throw pillows are going to be reduced to mere translucent threads by Thanksgiving.
That's dust.
You cannot put a sequined lumbar pillow through a spin cycle 7 days a week and expect it to survive.
It is an absolute sickness. Yeah. It defies all laws of textile preservation. And it gets worse.
How? How does it get worse?
Because this isn't even the first laundry-related trauma in my family. Like, when I was younger, we had a leak in the upstairs laundry.
Oh, no. No.
And babes, it fell through the ceiling.
This.
Like, water. Ceiling collapse. Full chaos.
Shut up. Literal soggy drywall and pink fiberglass insulation falling on your childhood head?
Exactly. It was traumatic.
Bitch, I am horrified. I would never trust a major appliance again.
I still have visceral nightmares about the sound. You just don't forget it.
I would be hand-washing my garments in a nearby creek like a pioneer woman.
Just this wet, heavy, agonizing thud. And suddenly my childhood living room looked like, the lower decks of the Titanic. It rained indoors.
Oh, my God.
So the fact that she has doubled down and purposefully brought another water-filled, high-voltage death trap onto the main floor, the trauma is spiraling.
I need another massive sip of wine just thinking about the structural integrity of your mother's floor joists.
Drinka, babes.
Because let me tell you, water damage does not play. But, anyway, back to glam.
Yes, please. Save me from the laundry discourse.
We are sipping on barefoot Moscato, keeping it sweet, keeping it incredibly messy.
Very messy.
And, yes, for anyone watching the video feed, we are in our gold jumpy SEOs. Because, babes, why not?
If you aren't recording a show in head-to-toe restrictive metallic spandex, what are you even doing with your Friday night?
Literally nothing.
We're giving Studio 54 meets sleep-deprived chaos.
Yeah.
It's a look. But before we get into the absolute bloodbath that was this episode, we need to do a quick lunch check.
Oh, yes. Expose ourselves.
What did we eat before sitting down to do this?
Well, I am not ashamed to admit my truth.
You, Cal.
I am a woman of culture and refined tastes. I ordered an obscene, frankly disrespectful amount of Taco Bell.
Obviously.
I got the Crunchwrap Supreme, naturally, because the structural engineering of a Crunchwrap is flawless.
It really is a marvel of fast food architecture.
But I added extra nacho cheese, extra sour cream, and jalapenos, plus 2 spicy potato soft tacos, and a large Baja Blast that is currently keeping my blood sugar artificially stabilized.
Wow.
It was a chaotic, sloppy, sodium-rich feast, and I inhaled it in my gold jumpsuit without spilling a single drop of neon orange grease. That is talent.
The precision and, jaw control it takes to eat a modified Crunchwrap in a gold onesie is Olympic level.
Thank you. I felt like a gymnast. What did you have?
My lunch, however, was an absolute tragedy. I gave full, unadulterated, sad girl dinner.
Oh, no. What did you do?
I literally opened the fridge, grabbed a giant glass jar of kosher dill spears. I
Oh.
took out 3 thick slices of sharp cheddar cheese and ate them consecutively while standing over the sink.
Standing over the sink.
Yes, staring out the kitchen window like a Victorian widow waiting for her husband to return from the sea. Just pickles, cheese, and existential dread.
The sodium levels radiating between the two of us right now are alarming.
We're practically curing meats with our auras.
We are retaining so much water, we could literally flood your mother's newly renovated main floor.
Don't speak it into existence.
But you know what else is flooded?
What?
The workroom. With absolute TEA.
Oh, seamless transition, bestie. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, I try.
Because tonight we are breaking down the anatomy of a lip-sync smackdown. We're looking at the strategy, the backstage tea we just got from the press, and the catastrophic wardrobe malfunctions.
The malfunctions were wild.
There were. We need to figure out exactly what it takes to survive a bracket-style bloodbath. This episode was the all RuPaul-A-Paruza Smackdown.
Yes.
But the drama started before Ru even walked onto the runway.
Briar blush. Babes, my heart literally fell out of my chest and into my stomach.
It was so shocking.
When the queens walked in and we found out Briar had to sit out of the Lollapalooza, and the reason...
Terrifying.
Pneumonia that rapidly developed into sepsis.
Actual sepsis.
Bitch, sepsis! That is a life-threatening systemic medical emergency. Your organs shut down.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like actual, real-world, call an ambulance scary.
She was literally fighting for her life in a hospital bed with an IV drip while these other girls were in the workroom aggressively gluing rhinestones to corsets.
I know, but like the fact that she still showed up to the sidelines tonight, clearly post-hospitalization, and her signature Leaboo mullet was still fully mulleting.
Yes, the mullet was thriving.
The absolute dedication to the aesthetic is unmatched. She looked pale, she looked fragile, but she looked undeniably fierce.
It defied medical science. I love her so much.
Same.
But we didn't even have time to emotionally process the sheer medical trauma of her absence before Jane Don't zeroed in on Ciara Myst.
Oh, the confrontation.
I was screaming at my television screen. Finally, Jane confronted Ciara over the scraps in the suitcase from the makeover challenge.
It was about time.
She just straight up asked, "Did you sabotage me?"
Okay, analytically, looking at this from like a drag sociology standpoint.
Here we go with the sociology.
So let me analyze. Ciara's defense was fascinating. She claimed it wasn't intentional, calculated sabotage.
Yeah, right.
She basically said she's just a scrappy, unorganized queen who packed literal garbage and planned to just make it work like Tim Gunn on a bender.
A bender is accurate.
And honestly, if you follow the post-show press, Ciara later posted an Instagram reel where she actually did construct a garment out of those exact same scraps.
I saw that.
Yeah, to prove she wasn't lying. She built a full, cohesive look in a single day, filmed it, and posted it just to be like, see? I'm just a messy packer with a hot glue gun.
I don't care about a highly edited Instagram reel, babe.
It's evidence.
Jane's face when Ciara said it wasn't sabotage. Pure, unfiltered reality TV gold.
She was so deadpan.
Jane didn't blink. She just looked Ciara dead in her contoured eye and said, "I don't believe you, bitch."
No hesitation.
None. Just a flat-out devastating rejection of the narrative. I lived. Was it sabotage? Snark Squad, I absolutely think it was. She handed her garbage.
I mean, it's drag. It's inherently cutthroat. Whether it was Machiavellian sabotage or just a severe lack of luggage organization, it gave us the fiery confrontation we desperately needed.
It warmed up the episode perfectly.
And speaking of Jane, did you catch the tea on her absolute icon of a Seattle sister, Bosco?
Mother Bosco. I have been living for everything she does, but I haven't seen the latest. What did she say? Spill it. Gorgeous.
Oh, babes, get ready. Bosco just did this massive, sprawling interview with Werk Room Weekly over at page 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she dropped so much insight into how this show actually functions. She actually broke down the bracket format we saw tonight.
Really? What does she think?
She compared it directly to her own experience filming All Stars 10, saying these sudden death bracket formats are a mixed bag.
Wait, why a mixed bag? Because to me, a Smackdown is pure entertainment. Like, it's just nonstop action.
Analytically, it's about psychology and screen time. Bosco explained that logistically, in a bracket, you get significantly less time with the audience.
Oh, that makes sense.
You can't rely on a slow burn storyline or a charming workroom confessional to save you. You have to hit every single micro moment out of the park immediately.
Right, because if you lose, you're just sitting on the bleachers.
Exactly. The second your heel hits that runway or you vanish, you are eradicated from the narrative. It's high-octane pressure.
Which makes total sense when you watch how frantic some of these girls were tonight.
They were stressed.
And can we just gush for a second? Bosco's All-Stars 10 looks were revolutionary.
She is a visual genius.
She understands how to produce a moment that breaks the internet, the coffin look, where she literally navigated the shipping logistics to have a life-sized, velvet-lined coffin delivered to the soundstage.
The freight fees alone.
And that painfully tight silver reflective dress she talked about, well, she said it cut into her skin. It looked like liquid mercury, pure suffering for fashion.
She literally bled for the art.
Plus her makeover challenge with the 6'7" NCAA champion Lauren Betts. Bosco knows how to manipulate the camera.
She really does. She is a master visual director of her own drag. And speaking of directing her own narrative, Bosco also spilled the tea on her massive new 33 CD Marvelous Missgender tour that she's launching.
Oh yes, I seen the posters.
Now, babes, you know we stay completely out of the political mud here.
Always. We don't touch it.
We are strictly reporting the premise of her tour exactly as Bosco stated it in her interview. We are not taking any political sides, and we are not endorsing any viewpoints, left or right.
Period. Just giving the Snark squad the facts from the article.
Exactly. We are just conveying her creative concepts and the original source materials content. Period. So strictly from a drag theater standpoint.
Yes. We are just here for the drag, the latex, and the theatrics of it all. So what is the actual concept?
The premise is wild. She is creating an entire alter ego supervillain persona. She said the aesthetic is heavily inspired by Joel Schumacher's incredibly campy 90s Batman movies.
Oh, I love that era.
Right. Specifically thinking of Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Think neon lights, heavy latex, dramatic monologues.
Mother Uma.
Yes. So the character's name is Missgender, and the plot of the stage show is that she is a literal supervillain who is spreading her woke mind virus and making every single thing the conservative media says about trans people actually come true in a comic book fashion.
Oh my gosh, that is so creative.
It's a narrative-based, traveling stage show where the villain moves through different states to observe and react to different trans laws, causing fabulous mayhem.
I am absolutely obsessed with the aesthetic concept. The campy, theatrical, saturated 90s superhero villain vibe.
It works so well for her.
Give me a skin-tight latex bodysuit, an exaggerated eyebrow, and a maniacal laugh any day of the week. Taking a heavy cultural narrative and spinning it into a colorful comic book burlesque show is such a brilliant way to process reality.
It's very burlesque with a brain, she put it. It's taking the fear-mongering and turning it into a neon circus.
It sounds visually stunning. I need tickets.
We're definitely going. But let's take that big arena energy, that do-or-die performance standard Bosco was talking about, and bring it right back to the main stage.
Yes, let's get into the bloodbath.
Because, babes, we have over 35 minutes of pure lip-sync warfare to break down. This is the all RuPaul-A-Paruza Smackdown.
Bring on the carnage.
We need to dissect every 8 count. Let's pour another heavy glass, because we have a bracket to systematically dismantle.
Fill my glass to the brim, bestie. Let's get into round 1. I am calling this round the Rigala, the flops, the audacity.
The accuracy of those titles.
Because some of these girls did not understand the assignment. We start with Ciara Myst versus Athena Dion, lip-syncing to Born Naked.
Okay, let's look at the tape analytically. Round 1 is fundamentally about survival. It's the panic round.
Total panic.
Ciara comes out in this giant, heavily constructed topical outfit inspired by the Demi Moore body horror movie The Substance.
Which is a great movie, by the way.
Phenomenal movie. She's giving Alyssa Sue, she's giving Aging Monster, prosthetics, the whole 9 yards. The conceptual ambition, fully acknowledged.
Oh, conceptual, sure.
But the physical execution.
Yeah.
Babes, she completely fumbled.
Fumbled is an understatement. She was in a hostage situation with her own garment.
She was trapped.
Have you ever tried to take off a wet one-piece swimsuit in a tiny bathroom stall while people are banging on the door?
It is the worst feeling in the world.
That is exactly the level of claustrophobic panic Ciara was projecting. She fought that outfit like it owed her back taxes.
It was painful to watch.
The zipper mechanics failed. The fabric got caught on an underlayer. She was violently struggling to rip off the monster suit to reveal the pink jazzercise suit underneath for over half the song.
And she missed everything. She missed the lyrics. She missed the beat drops.
I was emotionally distressed watching it. My heart rate spiked. Listen, if you are going to commit to a multi-layered reveal on national television, the mechanics need to be flawless.
You need WD-40 on that zipper.
You need to grease it. Meanwhile, you look over to the other side of the stage and you have Mother Athena Dion.
Oh, what?
Athena is giving us pure, unbothered class. She starts in this gorgeous, stark, white structured dress, and right on the chorus, she hits a subtle, stunningly clean reveal into a blood-red blouse.
It was so elegant. It was just smooth.
It was everything. She was giving Kris Jenner aggressively managing her empire. She was giving Ryan Murphy mental hospital nurse glamour.
Nurse Ratch chic.
It was clean, it was emotive, she planted her feet and delivered the lyrics with fire.
It was completely cohesive. Athena was performing the emotional core of the song, while Ciara was performing a tragic Houdini escape act gone horribly wrong.
Exactly.
And yet, the judges gave the win to Ciara.
The absolute rigory of it all, I was gooped.
Me too.
Nah.
From a judging standpoint, they clearly saved Ciara just to keep her chaotic energy in the bracket. Athena was robbed blind in broad daylight.
Justice for Athena Dion. She served grace and she was punished for it.
Truly a crime.
But my blood pressure didn't even have time to lower to a healthy level because the very next lip sync absolutely enraged me.
Oh boy. Mia Starr versus Mandy Mango.
The track. Just what they want. I am still furious. Mandy was completely flawless.
Look, Mandy was undeniably a technician out there.
A literal ballroom technician. Snark Squad, if you know anything about the history of drag performance, you know how hard it is to execute what Mandy did.
It's incredible discipline.
Mandy vogued with sharp lines. She hit a perfect duck walk. She caught every single subtle rhythmic beat of the track, and her massive eyelashes were fully intact by the end of it.
Not a lash out of place.
It was crisp, controlled ballroom precision. And then you have Mia Starr.
Okay, babe, let's step back and analyze Mia's strategy here, because I think it was actually brilliant.
Brilliant.
Hear me out. Mia is an incredible, professionally trained dancer. We know this. She's toured with major pop stars.
I know she can dance,
But her style in this specific lip sync was purposefully frantic. It was aggressive, mean girl go-go dancing.
it was messy.
She was stalking the perimeter of the stage, pointing aggressively at the judges, practically breathing down Mandy's neck. It was a psychological warfare.
Analytically. No, babe, stop defending her. I am pushing back on this heavily. Movement does not equal musicality.
It's about presence.
Was she being strategic, or was she just panicking because Mandy was eating her up? Mia looked like she was swatting invisible bees.
Swatting bees.
Mandy was giving us high art, and Mia was giving us a toddler who drank a 2-liter of Mountain Dew at a bounce house, and Ru chose Mia.
It's the energy trap. Gorgeous. It happens all the time in reality TV judging.
It's so unfair.
Sometimes the judges sit behind that desk. They see manic, breathless energy, and they confuse it with passion. Mandy was so controlled that she made it look effortless. And unfortunately, effortless control sometimes reads as low energy when you are standing next to a human tornado.
I hate that you're right about how they judge it.
Mia sucked the oxygen out of the room, and Ru rewarded the chaos. But speaking of human tornadoes, we had to talk about Didi Fuego versus Vita Bonte to main event.
Oh my God, I need to stand up.
Stay seated in the jumpsuit.
I literally need to physically stand up because my body cannot contain the sheer audacity of Didi Fuego. Bestie, please explain to the Snark Squad exactly what this girl decided to walk out wearing. Paint the picture.
I will enunciate this slowly so everyone can process the deep psychological trauma.
Please do.
Didi Fuego walked onto the main runway of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yep.
In a second.
Uh-huh.
Completely black giant loofah.
A second black loofah. Bitch, my jaw unhinged like a snake.
It's actually a medical mystery how she thought that was a good idea.
She literally flopped in a black loofah previously in the season. The judges universally hated it. The fans on Twitter ripped it to shreds.
Everyone hated it.
Why, psychologically, would you go back to the hotel room, look at your luggage, ignore all your other garments, and say, you know what will save my track record?
What?
The dark, ugly, textured sister of the bath sponge that almost got me eliminated 3 weeks ago. It is drag delusion at its absolute terrifying peak.
It's a sickness. It genuinely made the infamous Vanessa Vanjie Mateo corset look like vintage Parisian haute couture.
Honestly, yes.
The silhouette swallowed her entirely. She looked like a storm cloud made of cheap netting. And here is the technical problem with wearing a giant bath accessory.
You can't move.
Exactly. You cannot move your arms. She had zero range of motion. She waited entirely too late into the song to initiate her reveal.
So late.
And by the time she finally ripped the loofah off to show the actually cute, stoned outfit underneath, the track was basically fading out.
It was agonizing to watch. Meanwhile, Vita Bonte is standing 10 feet away in her adorable, perfectly tailored outfit, effortlessly emoting the house down.
Vida just had to exist to win that.
She felt the lyrics, she served face, she made eye contact with RuPaul. Vida didn't even have to do a split or a flip.
She was just chilling.
She just casually watched Dee Dee drown in her own black tulle and said, "Thank you for the free pass to round 2.
Vida easily takes it without breaking a sweat. Which brings us to round 2.
Yes, the stakes get higher.
If round 1 was about panic and survival, round 2 is about stamina and production value. The bracket gets tighter. The weak are gone. And we start with Vida Bonte facing off against Mia Starr to the high BPM track, Call Me Mother.
Now this is what I'm talking about. South Florida representation in the house.
The seasoned professionals.
These are seasoned queens, babes. We are not talking about 22-year-olds who just learned how to do a sloppy death drop on a mattress for TikTok.
Definitely not.
These are polished professionals keeping up with the kids, and they devoured the intricate lyrics of this track.
Analytically, you can see Mia shifted her strategy here.
Yeah.
She wasn't just manic anymore like she was against Mandy.
Right, she actually focused.
She realized Vida was a threat, so she brought precision choreography.
Yeah.
And we absolutely have to talk about Mia's aesthetic for this round. Mia came out with this perfectly on-trend, high-fashion, wet-look hair.
It looked incredible, but how does that even stay in place during a high-energy dance number? I would look like a drowned rat.
Babes, for anyone who hasn't done drag hair, making a wig look wet without it clumping into a stiff, greasy mop is pure chemistry.
It's science.
You can't just use water. Water dries under those hot studio lights in 5 minutes. You have to use a very specific, painstakingly applied layering of heavy silicones, pomades, and hard-hold gels to lock the synthetic fibers in a state of suspended animation.
That is wild.
It was giving high fashion, Italian Vogue editorial. Vida gave a phenomenal, word-perfect performance, but Mia's cardiovascular stamina and that bulletproof editorial look, it was undeniable.
I have to agree. Mia advances. A masterclass.
Who's next?
Okay, next up in round 2, Kenya versus Ciara Myst. The song is Pretty Gang.
I have to give begrudging, highly sarcastic respect to Ciara Myst right here.
Oh, really? Wow.
Because her look for this lip sync, she redeemed the zipper fiasco. She came out with these incredible, hyper-realistic, completely self-made prosthetic B-cups.
The tits were sitting. They were sitting high and proud.
They were blended perfectly into her clavicle. She didn't just buy a heavy silicone breastplate online and throw a necklace over the seam. She literally crafted and painted these prosthetics herself to match her undertones.
The talent that takes.
The special effects makeup skill required to do that in a cramped workroom is genuinely insane. She looked like a complete, flawless biological woman.
She did.
But then the heavy bass started.
And Kenya woke the hell up. Babes, Kenya has been asleep at the wheel with her lip sync lyrics all season, but tonight...
She knew every word.
She must have studied that iPod in the hotel room. She knew every single vowel, consonant, and breathless syllable. Kenya lost her absolute mind to Pretty Gang.
She was a blur.
She was doing Ariana Grande ponytail helicopters that could have generated wind power for the entire studio.
The velocity.
She was hitting drops so hard with such violent velocity, I thought her pelvic bone was going to shatter right there on the plexiglass runway.
The physical flexibility was terrifying. Ciara looked great visually, but Kenya was a weapon of mass destruction.
Total destruction.
The sheer impact of her kneecaps hitting the floor. Kenya takes the win, deservedly.
Deservedly.
Which brings us to the absolute, undeniable television masterpiece of the evening. Jane Doan versus Discord, the song. RuPaul's own Sissy That Walk.
I am screaming just thinking about IT. Bestie, this was reality television history.
It really was.
For context, for the Snark squad, Jane won the previous mini-challenge, so she earned the power to pick the song for this matchup.
The ultimate power.
And she purposely, maliciously, brilliantly selected Sissy That Walk. Why? Because Discord has that infamous, stiff, robotic, 45-degree angle runway walk that the entire internet has been making fun of for 6 weeks.
It's so true. Discord walks like a malfunctioning animatronic pirate at a damp Chuck E. Cheese.
A damp Chuck E. Cheese.
Now let's look at the psychology of what Jane did here. Instead of being bitter about the competition, Jane produced the moment. She directed the scene.
She is a producer.
Jane stepped back and let Discord do the infamous walk. And the cinematography. The editors literally gave us the Discord cam angle from the floor, shooting up from below, just watching her heavily stomp at that bizarre leaning angle.
And Discord looked phenomenal doing it.
She did.
She was wearing this flawless, voluminous yellow hair, this incredibly tailored, rhinestoned Western outfit. It was giving Cowboy Carter meets John Benet Ramsey pageant perfection.
That is the most accurate description.
It was a digitized country western fever dream. It was so weird, but so incredibly right. And Jane just followed closely behind her, mimicking the stiff walk, playing with her, making a whole vaudeville comedy routine out of the moment.
It was a masterclass in self-awareness. Jane knew she couldn't outstunt or outdance some of these highly trained girls, so she leaned entirely into camp and character.
She leaned in?
She made her opponent look iconic, and in doing so, made herself look like a genius producer who doesn't take herself too seriously. Reality TV rewards queens who understand they're making a television show.
Always. Jane wins the round, sending Discord back to the sidelines, but honestly, Discord won the internet with that walk. Memes are already being minted.
100%. She secured her booking fee for the rest of the year. Okay, round 3. The semifinals.
Oh, it's getting serious.
The heavyweight champ finally enters the ring. Because of the seeded bracket format, Juicy Love Dion, the most recently eliminated queen, gets a free pass all the way to round 3.
A completely clean slate.
She is fresh. She hasn't sweat out her lace front. She is rested.
Yeah.
And she is facing Jane Don't to Cha-Cha Bitch.
This was wild.
Let's talk about the mechanics of the bracket advantage for a second. Giving the late eliminated queens a bye directly to the semifinals is a massive statistical advantage.
Huge.
Juicy didn't have to burn any cardiovascular energy or ruin her joints in the earlier rounds. But let's be analytically honest, Juicy's the best technical dancer on this entire cast.
Hands down.
She didn't even need the structural advantage. She could have lip-synced 6 times in a row, back-to-back, and still demolished the stage.
Exactly. And Jane, being the genius she is, knew it. I am obsessed with Jane's self-awareness here.
She saw the writing on the wall.
The music starts, and it's this incredibly fast, high-energy Latin dance track. Jane takes one look at Juicy, stretching her hamstrings, realizes she is fighting an unwinnable war, and literally just accepts defeat 30 seconds into the song.
She just gave up, but in the best way.
Jane pretends to grab a broom and sweep the stage for Juicy. She starts doing these goofy, low-energy, Fred Astaire tap dance moves in the background, fully conceding the spotlight, while Juicy completely dominates the foreground.
It was so incredibly smart. If you try to outdance Juicy Love Dion, you will look like a fool. You will look clumsy.
You embarrass yourself.
If you play the self-deprecating clown while she plays the untouchable diva, you both win the audience's affection. And Juicy. The acrobatics, babes.
Oh my God, the acrobatics.
Physics of what she did. She executed a legendary handstand dress reveal.
I am still gagged.
She went completely upside down into a handstand, allowing gravity to pull the dress off her body while she was inverted, and then she landed flawlessly out of the handstand into a full 180-degree split.
I threw my taco at the wall.
Not the crunch wrap.
The physical mechanics of that reveal. The sheer core strength required to hold your body weight upside down while blind, trusting a zipper to fall, and then dropping into a split without shattering your pelvis. It is superhuman.
It's defying physics.
And as Jane is walking off the stage, officially eliminated, she just deadpans into the microphone. This birthday party sucks. Iconic exit. Give her an Emmy.
Truly flawless television. Which leaves us with the other side of round 3 to see who faces Juicy.
Yeah.
Kenya versus Mia Starr to the track Peanut Butter by RuPaul.
A legendary twerk anthem. Kenya hears the beat and immediately starts throwing ass. She is vibrating at a frequency that could shatter glass. She is giving us pure, unfiltered Miami Club energy.
She was a machine. But Mia was outmaneuvering her on a technical level.
Yeah, Mia was sharp.
Kenya was relying entirely on the velocity of the twerk, but Mia was giving us precision crouching. She was hitting the floor, isolating her glute muscles, and treating the heavy bass beat like a strict metronome.
She was popping on every single beat.
Every single pop of her body was calculated. It was a very close call, but Mia's technique was objectively sharper and cleaner. Mia takes the win.
Which brings us to the final boss level, the climax.
For the big money.
For $50,000 cash. For the official title of Queen of She Done Already Done Had Hearses. Mia Starr versus Juicy Love Dion. The song. Cover girl.
This is the heavyweight championship we wanted from the beginning. These are two brilliant, classically trained choreographers who, fun fact, have actually been touring together outside the show.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They know each other's specific rhythms. They know each other's tricks.
I genuinely got emotional watching it, seeing these two powerhouses just absolutely devour the main stage together. The sheer volume of talent radiating off the screen is blinding.
It was electric.
There was this one specific moment right before the bridge where they completely synced up.
The synchronized hooker walk.
Yes!
They locked eyes from across the stage, hit the exact center of the runway, and just did this slow, dirty, heavily stylized, perfectly synchronized strut right down the center stage.
It gave me chills.
It was pure, unadulterated swagger. And you could tell they didn't even plan it. They just felt the music, read each other's body language, and matched each other's frequency perfectly. Yeah. That takes years of dance experience.
But then Juicy decided she was ready to deposit that 50 grand into her checking account.
She was done playing.
The no-hand flips, babes. She was aggressively defying the laws of gravity. She was throwing her entire body weight through the air with 0 hands touching the stage.
The torque, the momentum.
It wasn't just a drag lip sync anymore. It was a high-stakes Cirque du Soleil audition. Juicy snatches the crown, the money, and the title. What an absolutely breathtaking finale to the bracket.
A completely indisputably justified win. Juicy is a technician of the highest order.
Absolute mother.
But now that the dust is finally settled, the sweat has dried, and the confetti is being swept up by the production assistants, we need to debrief the aesthetics of the night.
Ooh, yes. Fashion time.
Welcome to segment 1, Best Look of the Night. Who completely ate the runway. Bessie, give me your top 2 looks and defend them.
Oh, I am ready. I have to give my first pick to Discord.
Really? The walk?
Yes. Babes, I am still staring at the ceiling at night thinking about that outfit. The voluminous, flawless yellow hair, the perfectly tailored Western cowboy hat, the heavy rhinestone detailing catching the studio lights.
It was very detailed.
It was Cowboy Carter country realness, but with this weird, uncanny valley, slightly creepy twist that made it high fashion.
I see that.
And my second pick, Athena Dion. The way she pulled off that stark white structured dress to reveal the stunning, perfectly tailored blood red blouse underneath.
Oh, the nurse look.
The color theory of it. It was sophisticated, it was clean, it was giving extremely wealthy widow at her older husband's funeral. I ate every crumb of it up.
Okay, I see your vision, and I respect the polish of Athena, but I am going a completely different, much messier route.
Oh, God. Ooh.
My top pick for the night, Ciara Myst.
Oh, you are sick and twisted. You need professional help. The fumble. She was trapped in the garment.
Hear me out, gorgeous.
Ooh.
Analytically, I know the reveal was a mechanical tragedy. I know she got stuck like a beetle on its back.
A dying beetle?
But the actual pink jazzercise suit underneath when she finally got it out, the conceptual genius of the substance reference, and those insane, handcrafted, beautifully painted prosthetic breasts.
The boobs are good, but
Aesthetically, it was the most ambitious cinematic look of the entire night. If we are judging purely the look itself like a photograph and not the tragic mechanics of the zipper, she was serving high camp.
a photograph. This is a video medium.
And my second pick, I am proudly giving it to Darlene.
Darlene. Darlene didn't even lip sync. She didn't even step foot on the main stage.
Exactly. That is why it's genius. Darlene was sitting on the sidelines in the VIP lounge wearing a stained pancake waitress outfit.
Oh my God.
She looked like she'd just finished a grueling 14-hour shift at a highway Denny's at 3 a.m. The name tag, the apron, the tired hair.
Trashy.
It was so hyper-specific, so beautifully trashy, and so perfect for her brand. She didn't need to fight for her life in a spandex leotard. She was just there to serve imaginary syrup and provide flawless reaction faces for the camera.
We are absolutely going to argue about this until the sun comes up because a messy, catastrophic reveal inherently disqualifies a look from being the best.
I disagree.
If you cannot safely and efficiently get out of the garment is a structural failure. Ciara was giving Houdini in a straitjacket. You cannot give her best look.
Fashion is pain, babe.
Yeah.
Sometimes fashion is a stuck zipper and a prayer. I stand by my choice and my metrics.
Your metrics are flawed.
Which leads us perfectly into segment 2.
Hey.
Who should have gone home? Now, obviously, this was a Smackdown episode, so there were no traditional eliminations. But if Ru was holding a trapdoor button under the judge's desk, who deserved to fall through it into the basement?
Didi Fuego. I'm having a literal emotional breakdown just bringing it up again.
I knew you were going to say her.
The audacity, the sheer unmitigated nerve. To return to national television after flopping in a black loofah by packing and wearing another ugly, shapeless black loofah ball.
It was a choice.
It is offensive to the very concept of a redemption arc. RuPaul should have stopped the backing track, pointed a manicured finger at the loofah, and told her to walk back to New York City right then and there.
I love the visceral passion. You are glowing. But for me, The one who should have been instantly disqualified and asked to leave the premises was Ciara Myst in round 1.
What? But you literally just defended her and gave her best look of the night 2 minutes ago. You are a hypocrite.
The duality of man, bestie. I contain multitudes.
You contain delusion.
She can have the best visual concept and simultaneously deliver the absolute worst physical performance. She got completely swallowed by her own ambitious ideas.
Literally swallowed.
She spent the entire 3-minute song violently fighting spandex instead of lip-syncing to RuPaul's track. Athena gave a clean, gorgeous, emotionally resonant performance, and Ciara survived purely on production rigory because the producers wanted her chaotic storyline in the next round.
Oh, totally.
It was a mess, and in a fair fight, she goes home.
We love a contradictory, flip-flopping queen. Fine. Let's move to segment 3, star power ranking. Looking at the remaining queens sitting in the workroom, who is actually winning the season right now? Who has that undeniable magnetic star quality that Ru is looking for?
Well, I am looking at the raw data. I am looking at the edit the producers are giving us, and I am actually agreeing with Bosco from her page 6 interview.
Oh, who did she pick?
Mikey is absolutely taking the crown.
Mikey, really?
Mikey has been quietly but consistently crushing the cumulative grades throughout the entire season. When you look at the track record, the lack of bottom placements, and the sheer expensive polish she brings to the runway every single week, Mikey is the analytical frontrunner.
That is the safe, analytical spreadsheet choice.
It's the factual choice.
But I am going with my heart and my soul. My star power pick is Darlene.
Darlene.
The waitress. Yes. She is pure, unadulterated, unapologetically trashy perfection. She knows exactly who she is, and she doesn't try to be high fashion when she isn't. She has an established, gritty persona that no one else in the cast can touch.
I mean, she has a brand.
The fact that she was just smiling on the sidelines in a greasy waitress uniform while everyone else sweated through their expensive spandex, that is pure mother behavior. Darlene is the true star of the season.
I respect the deep delusion required to think Darlene is winning, but I love it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, segment 4. The most important, revealing segment of the night. Our dream drag persona.
Yes, let's get into it.
Bestie, based on everything we've seen tonight, what would our drag names and aesthetics be if we were cast?
Oh, I have been waiting my whole life for this prompt. My drag name is Moscato Mess.
That is painfully accurate.
The aesthetic is purely chaotic, desperate glamour. I'm wearing a heavily sequined, massive ball gown that looks incredibly expensive from 50 feet away.
But up close.
But if the camera zooms in, you realize it's held together entirely by safety pins, double-sided tape, and sheer desperation.
Incredible.
My entrance line when I walk into the workroom, I spilled the wine, now I'm spilling the tea.
Honestly, it's catchy.
In my tragic lip sync reveal, I try to aggressively rip off my skirt, but it gets inextricably caught on my 6-inch heel, and I end up just frantically hopping around the stage on one foot like a wounded flamingo until the song fades out. I am eliminated instantly in the first episode.
That is a deeply, terrifyingly accurate read of your spatial awareness and motor skills. I love it.
It's my truth. What about you?
My drag name is Goldie Jumpsuit.
Obviously.
My aesthetic is purely analytical, icy snark. I wear a severely tailored, restrictive, metallic pantsuit that I literally cannot lift my arms above my shoulders in.
Not the restricted movement.
My entrance line. Statistically speaking, based on your seams, you're all going home.
Oh, you are a villain. You are getting the villain edit.
And my lip sync performance? I don't even attempt to dance. I refuse. I stand at a mahogany podium with a red laser pointer and deliver a 15-slide PowerPoint presentation on exactly why my competitors' outfits are structurally unsound and mathematically incorrect.
A PowerPoint.
I am disqualified by RuPaul for refusing to learn the choreography.
We would be the absolute worst, most widely hated drag duo in the history of the franchise, and I would love every single messy second of it.
It would be iconic, unwatchable television.
Wine, glam, elite drama. What an incredible night of television, Dabes.
Truly a feast. So, Snark Squad, we want to hear from you.
Yes, tell us everything.
Who are you aggressively rooting for? Did you agree with our best look of the night, or are you still screaming at your phone because I defended Ciara's broken zipper?
They are definitely screaming at you. Let us know in the comments, slide into the DMs, fight about it in the group chats, rate, review, subscribe.
Send us your unhinged thoughts. Share this chat with your drag-loving bestie. And we want to sincerely thank the Snark Squad for riding with us every single week through the chaos.
We love you guys.
But before we go, I have one final, highly analytical thought for you to mull over. We talked about the mechanics of the bracket format tonight. Think about this. If production uses a seeded bracket that heavily favors late-eliminated queens like Juicy by giving them a free pass straight to the semifinals, does it ruin the spirit of a true, bloody, sudden death Smackdown, where everyone should theoretically start on equal footing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is it the only fair, statistically sound way to actually reward a queen's hard-earned track record during the regular season? Let us know what you think.
Ooh, a deep philosophical drag debate to end the night. I love it. Stay poured.
Stay polished.
And we'll see you on the Snark side.